instead of just having a little guess. But that's still pretty spicy. Oh, there's a little drop. That's a spicy starter trail. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm for the first time visiting Anggårdsbergen, also in Gothenburg. Once again, do you see a theme? Already looks a bit interesting here, some small little drop, something up there as well. So yeah, I've just literally left the parking lot, so yeah, this looks promising. But yeah, like I said, first time visiting here. It's another really wet day. I don't know if you can see, but it's not fog really. It's just this really thin, thick layer of slight rain. But I kind of accepted the fact that it's gonna be wet every single ride now, pretty much until spring. So we're gonna make for another sketchy, interesting day. Once again, well, I'm riding alone, so we'll take it a little bit chill. So it's gonna be wet and not very grippy, so yeah, gonna take it easy, stop if I am unsure what's coming up, because all of this is blind since it's my first visit, so we'll make sure that I take it easy and yeah, don't do anything stupid basically. So yeah, come along. Once again, this is such a big area, so I will definitely not be able to ride everything that I want today, but yeah, should make it for epic day hopefully. So yeah, catch you guys in a few. So I'm at the start of my first trail, and this one is called Flowiga, which yeah, roughly translates to flowy, or like the flow, or yeah, something like that. This is actually a green. My plan was to just skip on the greens for today and go in on my blue, and then yeah, do blue, red and black basically. But this was the one that I started to walk up on during the intro, and you saw the like small wooden drops and stuff, and I thought that, oh, this actually looks a bit interesting, so decided to follow it up. And yeah, it's a nice like open more flowy trail, so looks interesting. And the good thing is that it doesn't like look too extremely muddy, at least on this trail, so that's really good and nice. So main concern is obviously wet roots, because there's a lot of them here. Well, but yeah, this should just make for the perfect warm-up basically, just a nice flow. Not too extreme, yeah, just feel out the bike, feel out me. I'm reasonably happy with that first lap. Like, it's just a green, so it's not gonna be any special, but I decided to skip on the first drop there because I looked at it and was missing a plank, and it was super slippery since it's wet wood, so I decided that it's better to save that one for another day. But did the second one, and yeah, just a nice flowy start to the day. Okay, next on the list is a blue trail called Kanada. Looks interesting, should be fun. for a bit more like flowy-esque, I guess. Yeah, that was just awful line choice. That's... I'm just gonna go up and redo that. It's what happens when you don't know the lines whatsoever and you just pick something on random. I got into all the off-camber routes, so yeah, either high line or low line is like best bet for here. Absolutely no problem once you actually know where to go, so to say. The roots do not provide optimal grip. Okay, that's like 50 for the shoot. And I'm just going up here with the gear that I have. Made it up to a red trail now, called Episka. Kind of like translates to like epic or something like that. So yeah, like I said, red one, so should be a little bit more spicy compared to the blue. Or well, I have actually walked up this one, so I know kind of what to expect. Has a drop, for example, has a few little rock faces. So yeah, seems really interesting and should be fun. As you can see, it's still really like foggy. Yeah, I thought by now it would be like proper like light now, but it's still like it's early morning kind of light, so I don't think it's gonna be quite fully lit up today, let's say. Okay, here comes the drop. Drop as well. I can actually roll it, and you probably should. So I actually walked up that way, so that's why I got a little bit perplexed to what was coming up here, but fully rollable, so, and I think that's what you're supposed to do, so just gonna walk up and do this little shoot again and do it properly. So yeah, once again, when you're doing trails for the first time, it's so much better to just be safe. Make sure that you know what's coming up instead of just having a little guess. Get that still. Pretty spicy. Oh, I am off the trail. Man, that's some tricky routes to get over. Obviously, if you pick a better line, it's fully doable. It's just like, I picked the low line and then it was just like off-camber routes all the way, and so it kind of forced me down into that little rut. But yeah, I don't need to do that like enough for me to go up and try it again. It's not that important. Okay. So a bit of an upslope there, but I decided to just walk it because I was pretty much off the bike anyways. Okay, well, that is Episka. Far from the cleanest you will see anyone do that, for sure, but yeah, wet, sketchy, and not knowing the lines. But it's such good training to ride in these conditions. I really feel like this will not only benefit my wet weather riding, but also in the summer when it's dry, just have some really good balance. So. But it is a challenge for sure. Okay, so this is another blue called Preacher's Flow, and I've heard good things about this, and it has a really good rating on Trail Forks, and it looked interesting when I walked up it, so yeah, seems like a good little flow trail, but also has a few tricky rooty sections, so today it should still make for a bit of a challenge. Okay, I'm not gonna go too fast. Exactly for that reason. Okay, here's a little drop. Okay, here comes another shoot. Big time case. No, I saw this jumper when I walked up and I wasn't quite ready for it now, so you know what, I'm just gonna climb up and see if I can get it a little bit better now that I know it's coming up. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. Still had to like pull for it, but okay, here is another small little climb that I'm not even gonna bother with today. Actually, that line is probably the best, but too late now. But you had to pull for it quite a bit because you want to pedal into it, but and you should, but in this weather there are a few small little roots just before, so you don't want to put too much pressure down and just split out basically. Ah, wet fruit. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. So, there seems to be a little bit more here. That is also really stupid. Okay, but that's surely it. Well, it was a lot of fun today as well, but I think that is a proper 10 out of 10 trail in the dry. When you have proper grip and you can trust everything, and yeah, then I think it's gonna be so much fun. Well, still fun, still good, but I think that's gonna take it to the next level. So I see why the rating is really high on this one. So I'm walking up to my first black trail of the day. And the test is yeah, I don't really get how you're supposed to get the lift to get over that, like mathematically. I've seen people on YouTube do it though, so it is fully doable, but it just looks like a crazy amount of having to pull and a lot of speed. And yeah, I don't know if I would have done this even with other people, but I'm definitely not gonna attempt this today. I think what I'm gonna do is just to like come with speed and just do like a nice little on-off. Should still like be a small little challenge at least. But yeah, I'm not doing the gap. And up there it looks very interesting because that's some more of the trail. Yeah, that's a spicy starter trail. Whew. But I think that's like the main crux of it, from what I remember. There are gonna be some like techy sections, but that's where it's really like steep and difficult. Actually, I had to walk back up a little bit because I went left here and that's the wrong one. That's a blue one, so to continue on the black one you have to go here. Exactly. I knew that it was getting rooty here, so... And I picked probably the worst line ever by going in the middle of these two. But it's not like a super tricky section or anything, I just need to get a good line, so... I'm just gonna climb back up, give it another try and see if it goes any better. I kind of wanted to get that line, but I'm 99% sure my handlebars are too long. It's so annoying because it's not like really difficult or anything, it's like it's just wet roots. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever, but it's not like it's a gnarly drop or a super technical shoot or anything, it's just like tricky because it's wet. In the dry this would be like no issue whatsoever. I know I'm extremely stubborn, but I like really want to do this just because it's so annoying to not get this. Okay, so I really went in depth now and looked at every possible line, and I think I've actually found something that could help me out. Basically go super wide here. That means that this route gets straighter. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'm just glad to get through that, like, honestly. Like I said, it's just so annoying to just get stuck on a section that's not really difficult. And I know, like, for sure in the dry I would get past that 10 times out of 10 pretty much. Or maybe 9 to be honest, but better than now where I took like 4 attempts or whatever to, or 5 maybe even, I don't know, to get past. So you're probably wondering what happened, and basically, to give you a bit of a backstory, is that I think from the crash that I had in Delsjön on the red trail where there was a drop, I think I really tweaked the derailleur there, because it was acting a little bit funny after that. So what ended up happening now is that, because basically it was still kind of working, but not obviously as good as it should. So what happened is that since it was bent, it like bounced into the rear wheel and just smashed like 3 or 4 spokes. But there are a few positives, because obviously it sucks that the day is over in terms of riding. Now it's too late, but yeah, just gonna give a huge shout out to BCF, my sponsors, because yeah, this is like well, obviously sponsored, but like how awesome they were, because yeah, more backstory. If I drive to Borås, where BCF is located, from home, it is slightly over 2 hours. But from Gothenburg, where I was riding today, it's actually only 50-ish minutes. So I actually just when it happened in the woods, I just called Gustav, the CEO, and asked like, is there any way you can like help me out today and fix it, and yeah, just yeah, if there's any way you can take the bike in today and help me today, I would be so thankful. And yeah, he said that yeah, we will take care of it. I already needed a back wheel anyways, and that's positive number 2, because I had a lot of Ballosen really takes a toll on the rear wheel. So I had some really bad like bends on it anyways. So my plan was actually to change it during winter anyways. So this was kind of like, okay, well, good thing that it happened now and not with the new one. So like I said, obviously sucks that the day is over. This is gonna be a short video, but yeah, I now have a new rear wheel as well. DT Swiss E532, I think, on top of my head that it's called. And unfortunately the derailleur, there was no saving that one either. Obviously got bent by, it was already bent, and it going into the rear wheel and smashing up like 4 spokes wasn't exactly helping that case, so to say. But yeah, like I said, I'm super thankful. Like I said, you can look at it a bad way and be like, oh well, crap that I drove 2 hours and got like 4 runs in. But there's still a lot of positives, like the fact that they could take me in and help me out right away, which is awesome. The fact that it didn't happen like in a steep chute or anything, that it actually happened on relatively flat ground, so it was just like having to stop basically. And yeah, the fact that it happened in Gothenburg, because like I said, I think there's a lot of places that could have been where it would have been a long drive. And the good thing about it happening early is the fact that they actually had time to take me in today. If it happened like late into the day and the ride, I might not have they might not have had the time to take me in. So that's also awesome. Something that I should mention as well, because I don't think I've ever done so, and that is something that, once again, I'm sponsored, but they have not told me to say this or anything, but it's the fact that they actually have their mechanic shop here and they fix bikes, and that's not BCF bikes only. They take care of your bikes basically, like no matter the brand. So yeah, shout out to them and the mechanics there for helping me out. And yeah, if you live in the nearby area to Boas, I highly recommend bringing a bike here for maintenance. And like I said, that's whether you have a BCF bike or not, because they do take care of all brands. So yeah, just huge thank you. I can't one hand say thank you to BCF for bailing me out today, because my plan was, or is still now, thanks to them, to ride tomorrow. And I thought obviously that was out the window when it happened, but thanks to them, my bike is fully operational once again, just like 2-3 hours later. So thank you BCF so much for that. So yeah, it's gonna be a short video, but I still want to share the rides that I got in, because it's like, yeah, it's still an adventure. My plan was actually to go to Delikata tomorrow, which is an area that I was about 1 week ago, and check out the trails that I didn't do there. But I think that since I only did like 4 trails in Anggårdsbergen, I think my plan is to go back there tomorrow. So it's gonna be two videos from the same spot, but I will not ride any of the trails that I rode today, because basically there's so many trails there, and I think that even if I ride the entire day tomorrow, I think I'm gonna be far away from riding all the trails there. So yeah, that's gonna be the video for tomorrow. Sorry for I know that there's gonna be like a long outro / me babbling, but yeah, I thought it was important to bring this up and talk about it and explain. But yeah, super thankful that my bike is fully operational again, and yeah, thanks to you guys at BCF. So yeah, short video, but it is what it is. Just happy that the bike is fine and functional again, so that I can actually continue to ride. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.